Welcome to the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley, here with a very busy Daniel Burke. Daniel, this one matters. Arizona plays ASU here on Friday. Both teams are 9-2, looking to possibly win the Pac-12 South. The big question all week is who's going to line up at quarterback for Arizona. Anu Solomon's out with what looks like a right lower leg injury, ankle, foot, something like that. Is he going to play?
I think as of right now, my gut is that he'll play, barring a setback, which you never know. I mean, that can happen. I think he'll play. I don't think anything's broken. I don't think there's ligament damage. I think this is just not so much a pain tolerance thing, but how effective can he be? But I think we'll see him play. I think he'll be listed on the injury report tomorrow as questionable, and we'll go from there. But I think we'll see him. Will we see him for 4 quarters? I don't know, but I think we see him for some point of that game.
You know, it's funny. Jesse Scroggins, I think, is an intriguing quarterback to some, mostly because they haven't seen him play. You watch Jesse Scroggins every day at the start of practice. You've watched him throughout spring ball and fall camp. What does he do differently than Solomon, and how might he give them a different look if he has to play?
He's a bit more of an explosive athlete. He's faster than Solomon is, and he's got a stronger arm. So I think he actually can bring some more to the table than Solomon. You worry, as Greg Hansen was saying, about the egregious error, as Rich Rod always calls it, because that's the issue with him in camp, was that, did he always go to the right place with the football? I was rather impressed with Scroggins on Saturday. His stats weren't great. I mean, he had the turnover, which I thought was more on Garola's snap. But, Anu Solomon's first game came against UNLV at home, and he got to kind of ease in to things. Jesse Scroggins is thrown in there in the second half against a really good Utah defense on the road in the rain. I was extremely impressed with his composure and the way that he handled himself. So to me, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if he's the guy that has to go on Friday.
What's interesting, and I was telling Greg Hansen this earlier, this Arizona ASU game is, I think, always just marked by the fact that there's a player who you've never heard of who's going to be either a hero or a GOAT. This year, could that be Jesse Scroggins? I mean, this is a guy who I'm not sure we'd written his name in a month and a half before Saturday.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, if he's the guy that's called on, this game could absolutely come down to him or Mike Bercovici. I mean, for ASU's backup quarterback. So this could absolutely be a game that's remembered for one of those guys. So yeah, I mean, you're right. It is. It's kind of a rivalry that's always had kind of a random star. So it absolutely could be Scroggins if he's the guy that's called on.
We talk about toughness, and Rich Rodriguez talks about toughness so much. Is there any doubt in your mind that Anu Solomon is tough after seeing what he has gone through with his ankle or with his foot, leg, whatever, all year?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's got legit toughness, and Rod Smith said that too. No one is on Arizona's sideline or in the coaching office is saying right now, man, I wish he was a little tougher. This is a thing that I think he's played through, and it reached a point where he couldn't.
Excellent. Well, that'll do it for this episode of the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. For Daniel Burke, I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.